Baby girl with time can't come too soon. DJ Rocky soon, Prince one to the world. They say you're hurting, oh, cause they say I'm flirting, oh no. You just can't take it anymore. Your friends say I'm no good for you, but in my heart I'm so true. Partners for life, we can be sure. You asked me for some time to clear your mind.
Anything to make
I've stayed away, it hurts so much without your touch. Now I'm back. अपनी यादों को छोड़ न जाना, अपने वादों को तोड़ न जाना. जाना मैं हूँ तेरा दीवाना, दीवाना आशिक पहला पुराना. अपनी यादों को छोड़ न जाना, अपने वादों को तोड़ न जाना. जाना मैं हूँ तेरा दीवाना, दीवाना आशिक पहला पुराना. Just a little bit longer, baby, for my love keeps growing stronger. I'll get more time to say, but in my head a love song plays. Just a little bit longer, baby, for my love keeps growing stronger. A little more time to say, but in my head a love song plays for you and me. जैसे तूने तोड़ा मेरा दिल, तेरा दिल तू देगा. जैसे तूने तोड़ा मेरा दिल, तेरा दिल तू देगा. तेरे हाथ से भी किसी का दामन छूटेगा. याद रखना हो बेकदर, बेखबर, बेवफा. सारी रस्मों को छोड़ न जाना, अपनी कसमों को तोड़ न जाना. जाना मैं हूँ तेरा दीवाना, दीवाना आशिक पहला पुराना.
Two things define you: your patience when you have nothing and your attitude when you have everything. George Bernard Shaw. This is Get Real with Shameeza, and I'm your hostess, Shameeza Ali. And it is truly a pleasure to be here with you this evening. Salam, namaste, and good evening to everyone joining us on Facebook, YouTube, Island Zone Radio, and on NTN channel 69 in Georgetown, Guyana. We would love to know where you're watching us from tonight. So drop a comment telling us where you're watching from. As the battle for women's rights continues, tonight I would like to address the issue of the young woman that was abused by her dad, and it was caught on camera. There is no excuse for his actions. However, I would like to ask parents out there to take a moment to think of his actions and our actions as parents. Does your child annoy you to the point sometimes that you get into a rage and you become uncontrollable? and can't even recognize who you have become in that moment? Do they sometimes push you to a limit that you feel anger and disappointment? It is very easy to sit back and judge. It is harder to examine yourself and say, we all have something in us that, when triggered, it can bring out the monster in us. Instead of judging and bullying and sharing comments like people should kill themselves, let us spread positivity and encourage the family to seek help by getting counseling. Tonight, we have a special giveaway compliments of Vermin Medici Children's Foundation and BuyEasy.com. Here is your chance to win this prize. Last week, we spoke to Chris Singh. Who is the musician that he said he will rock out to at any time? Again, the question is, last week we spoke to Chris Singh. Who is the musician that he said he will rock out to at any time? We will get to our guest for tonight, but first, here is a message from our sponsors.
Kai Chu Restaurant has been serving our community for over 25 years. We offer an enticing selection of West Indian traditional dishes along with a fully stocked bar. Bring your family and friends to our newly renovated dining room to celebrate your special occasion or event with us. We do catering and we also deliver. Kai Chu has 2 locations to choose from. Support our community and eat local. Looking for something to get rid of that fine line wrinkles? Well, look no further. You can now indulge yourself with Truly Flawless. This one-of-a-kind, anti-aging caviar luxury face cream will give you that youthful-looking glow again. It's not only for you ladies, men can also benefit from this product too. Try it for yourself and see results within a week. Check out our website at www.trulyflawlessskincare.com and on Amazon Prime. We are also excited to launch our newest skincare products coming in March 2022.
Enos Driving School offers training for CDL licenses, including tractor-trailers, trucks, and school buses. Just think, with a CDL license, you can have access to thousands of driving jobs at large companies such as FedEx, UPS, MTA, or New York Sanitation. Enos Driving School also offers defensive driving courses and training classes for cars and motorcycles, all taught by their college-trained instructors who can even schedule your road test appointments. Inquire about other driving and training packages as well. You might even be qualified for their free CDL training, as they are a certified institution with the New York State Workforce One program. Call Enos Driving School today. They've been serving our community for over 10 years.
Sherry's Weakness for Sweetness is a family-owned and operated bakery with a West Indian flair. We specialized in custom cakes, decorative desserts, and a contemporary spin on traditional West Indian cuisine. We are located at 114-07 Jamaica Avenue. Hours of operations are Tuesday through Friday 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Memories should always be this sweet. Come visit us today.
All right, we are back, and tonight we have with us, he is the advisor in investments on diaspora affairs for Guyana. Please welcome Fazal Yussuff. Welcome to the show, Fazal. How are you?
Good, Shameeza, and I want to say first and foremost, thank you for having me on your show. I know that it's been several months that you and I have spoken, and you've asked me several times to be on your show. And because of my busy schedule, we kept putting this off over and over. But finally, I'm here, and it's my honor and privilege to be on your show tonight.
Well, I'm truly happy that you're here tonight. Like every good thing, right? It's worth the wait. And here you are
Yes.
tonight. And, we have so much to get to. But first, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Just, where you grew up, a little bit about you.
So first and foremost, I'm Guyanese. I came here in the 70s. Uh, we're from the East Coast in Guyana, my family.
Okay.
When I first came to New York, I came to the Bronx where we lived for several years. Then we moved right here in Queens Village. And then after several years living in Queens Village, I moved out to Long Island, where I've been living there since 1981. So that's part of my living thing.
Okay.
In Guyana, I actually, by living here such a long time, and many of us tend to forget our roots there and what we did there. And but going back there over and over, it kind of brought back a lot of good memories. And probably a little later, I'll tell you about my most recent trip to Guyana, where a month ago, where I actually went back there and I saw the school where I attended. And I sit back and said, gee, just when I was a little boy, I used to, run around in the schoolyard, and look at it now. It's so different.
Right.
But it was a good feeling, just going back to my old stomping ground, so to speak. And
Very nice. Yeah. Now, walk us through your career, because that's for who you are, right? Your career, your history is very important. Walk us through your journey, your career wise.
Okay, so as I said, I came here at a very young age and started college. I went to Lehman College, and I was a very, very young person. I think I was just 16 years old when I started college.
16.
Yes.
Quite impressive.
Yeah. And I would tell you, it was that culture shock because, you're coming from Guyana at that age, and you going to college, and you saw everyone around you, and you kind of said, gee, these got to be a lot of smart people,
Right.
So it was kind of a culture shock to a certain extent. But that was Lehman College when I started there, and that's where I did both of my undergraduate degrees. I have a bachelor's degree from Lehman in economics and business management, and I also have a bachelor of science, believe it or not, in nursing.
In nursing.
Yeah, so
Very interesting.
I have an RN degree with license, which I don't tell a lot of people.
Well, not a lot of people will know here tonight, right?
Yeah. For one reason or the other. So I had a very, very good undergrad, City University college education at Lehman College in the Bronx. And once I graduated from there, I went on to do my master's degree at C.W. Post, Long Island University in Greenville, Long Island, where I did a master's in public administration with a specialty in healthcare management. In those days, studying, there were very minimal computer, internet was non-existent, and having to write your thesis, you had to go in every Sunday morning or in the evening to what you call the periodical library at that point.
Oh my goodness.
you would request all the articles you want to read, and they will get it there on Sunday morning, and you just got to sit there, and you can take the books out, the articles out, but you need to do that for your literature research, for your thesis. And it was I'm glad I did it. I did it the hard way, but
Sure.
it was a good experience. So
Yeah, you learned a lot.
Yeah.
Sure, from that.
And especially in those days when you go do a master's degree, it was actually quite difficult. As I said before, it's not like today where you have internet and you have all the different things that are available to you. It was you doing the
You're doing the books.
Yes.
You're really getting into
Yeah,
the books.
yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
Googling anything.
No.
No.
So
You're diving deep into the books.
yes.
Right?
So I remember in my graduate class, there were 20 of us that started my graduate class.
Yeah.
And by the end of my graduate class was only 12 of us
Oh,
remaining.
lost
So
them
yeah,
during that
so you
time.
lost about a good 45% of 50% of your
Right.
classes. And the main reason why a lot of folks didn't graduate at that point was because of the thesis that
Oh,
you had to write, and many people
couldn't.
didn't have that stamina or that ability to do that.
So your
That's my
studies,
yeah.
right? Seems you've done your work.
Yes.
Definitely did your
Yeah.
work. Maybe at that time, not so sure which path you were really going, because you did some. You have your RN degree,
Yes.
right? And you have your other degrees, and now you're not so sure, but you took a path.
I wouldn't say I didn't know the path that I wanted to go.
You-
I knew exactly what I want to do from a very
But
young
you wanted
age.
to be fully equipped.
Yes. So education for me, and like every Indian family or Guyanese family,
Have to do the max.
education has been the prime thing that you must do.
Absolutely.
That's like it's embedded in our DNA that you have to go to get a degree and all that stuff there. So I guess I was one of those individuals that were my parents instilled that in me, um, and I was lucky. I had very good support systems. My mom, my dad. Sadly, my dad passed away when I was like 22 years old.
Oh, sorry to hear
But
that.
I was his pride and joy, believe it or not. Yeah. Uh, I sit back sometimes when I think about that.
Think about if Dad was still here.
yeah,
what
you
he
know,
would have been doing right now.
he wanted to see me graduate because I was doing back-to-back undergrad degrees.
Yeah.
So I had to take because he was sick.
Yeah.
And he wanted to see me graduate. So I had to take my first degree just so that he could attend my graduation.
Oh.
And I'm glad I did, because he never, lived to see me graduated from my other college degrees. My mom lived until she was 96 years old.
Oh.
And I always tell people I'm blessed in that respect.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't know if I should say she lived with me or I lived with her.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, but we lived together for my entire life and her entire life. And
Until she was 96.
And I always say to myself, it's probably one of the most gratifying feeling in the world that any child could
Take
have.
care of their parents.
And I remember very vividly when I was in India on a vacation when she took in, and mind you, she was very healthy and active up until the night before she passed away.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah,
You didn't
but
see it coming.
I knew she was 96 years old. You're prepared,
Yeah.
And I remember very carefully when I was in India, my sister called and said, Mom is going down, and you want to FaceTime her. I said, no. I said, let her go in peace, And I tell you something about that, Shameeza. A lot of folks sometimes regret. I had no regrets in my life.
Good.
I had, because you know what? I had the ability and the opportunity to do and give her everything that she wanted in life. So there was nothing that I could have said afterwards. You know what?
I wish
I could have done all that crap.
Did it
No.
all. Well, I'm happy to hear
and that was the most gratifying thing that did. And even up to now, some of my friends tell me my success is due because of her blessings, and probably they're right to a certain extent.
Right, yeah, I'm sure. Your
Um,
Mom and Dad probably.
Oh yeah. I remember I used to get home at night, and she would sit there, and because when I built my house, I built a section for her. Up to this day, they refer to as Grandma's section.
Yeah. Wow.
But she would wait home until as old as I am until I get home, and then she goes to bed.
Beauty of moms, right?
Yeah. Yes.
No matter how old you are or where you are in life, they're always going to be there to, ask those questions. Why are you coming home so late?
Oh yeah.
Where you been?
Oh yes.
But I'm happy that you've had that connection and that opportunity to be there with your mom.
I told you a bit about my career and all that stuff, but professionally,
yes.
Okay, and again, I think I always tell people it's luck that I in my life, but I had an extremely good career. Extremely good. I was one of the youngest administrators at Montefiore Medical Center.
Okay.
I was in my early 20s, probably 23 or something like that, when I became an administrator.
Oh, wow.
And I worked for Montefiore for, I started off as administrator, and then I became the deputy director of operations for Montefiore. And I worked there for about 16 years.
16 years. It's a long career.
Yes. But most of my career has been in healthcare. healthcare management, senior management.
Okay.
So, which is a little different. And my career path was mostly in correctional health,
Okay.
which was a very unique. People quite frequently don't know when you say correctional health what it meant.
What it meant, right?
It's now that it's become more of a prevalent area where it's providing services for inmate population in correctional settings. But
Right.
I was probably one of the first individuals that broke into that field.
Really?
Yes, and when I broke with Montefiore, that was where I actually went into. So I worked for Montefiore for 16 years, 15 years, something like that, and then I went on to a private healthcare company called Horizon Health,
Okay.
where I was the regional vice president for Horizon Health for the next 16 years.
Wow. It's a 32-year.
Yeah. Yes.
So you have, so I have this thing about me when it comes to career. I do about 5 years
Yeah.
with each company. So I've spent like 5 years at Bank of America, 5 years at JP Morgan Chase, and then 5 years at HSBC. That's like my time
Right.
that I have, right? That I give to these companies, about 5 years. So you do about 16.
Yes.
So let's hear the other company now. How long was
The
that?
good thing is I was not the type of person that changed jobs
Right.
frequently. And when I say change jobs, it just flowed from one into the other. So that was the first 2 major jobs I had in my career.
Okay.
And then I became the assistant commissioner for New York City Department of Corrections
Okay.
up until 2020.
So how long was that?
It was like 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah,
Okay.
3.5, 4 years, something like that. So those were the 3 major jobs.
Jobs that you did,
I-
very good long career.
Yeah, and I always say, it was probably the best training and experience that I've ever had, because I had the ability to do, if I think of something that I wanted to do from an administrative perspective, I always look at myself like a carpenter, where I could think about something, I build it, and I see the outcome of it. And in my career, it gave me that opportunity to be creative,
Mhm.
be innovative, be able to execute it, and saw the end results of it.
Very good. Now, here you are now, right? 2020 to now. You have been appointed, right?
Yes.
As the advisor. Tell us.
I am currently the advisor for investment and diaspora affairs
Right.
for the Guyana, assigned at the Guyana Consulate in New York. It was an appointment that was made by the president, His Excellency Dr. Mohammed Arfan Ali.
Mm-hmm.
And when the president was, running for office, and the diaspora was very important to him.
Mm-hmm.
It was something that he felt that he needed to pay a lot more attention to and give the attention to the diaspora.
Right.
And felt that was the first time that he was going to have a dedicated person that was appointed for this position to focus on the diaspora.
So this position was basically created.
Correct. Yes.
Just so that we can have someone, and you were chosen for this
Yes.
position.
Yes.
So congratulations on that.
Thank you so very much. And and the other part of that is the investment aspect of it,
Right.
that we'll talk a little bit more about.
We'll get into in just a little bit.
So there were 2 important areas
Mhm.
that the president wanted to make sure that was addressed in the diaspora and for future investments, was the investment aspect of it and the attention for the diaspora, because the diaspora is extremely important to Guyana, not only here in New York, Canada, United Nations, England, everywhere else.
Perfect.
So the diaspora is an integral part of the growth of Guyana.
Right. Now, speaking to you and hearing about your parents and the long career you've had, I'm sure you've had many people that has left a huge impact in your life. But who's that one person that truly inspired you? Who's your inspiration?
If I had to say often,
Mhm.
it was probably my mother.
Your mom.
She was there. Doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
You could be happy, you could be sad, you could be whatever. And she was like a backbone.
Yeah.
She was always there as a support system. Some people say it was some big executive, whatever the case may be.
Exactly.
And I say not.
Your mom.
Yeah, she was actually a big part of my.
Regardless of what
Yeah.
day you were having,
Yeah.
whatever, she will tell you,
Yeah.
those little things. So Good choice.
And then, a lot of them people ask, who's your mentor? And I never really had a mentor in terms of who I looked up for in leadership, because I was always that young, aggressive individual who just knew what I wanted to do.
Right.
I had that opportunity. I had the ability to do what I wanted to do, and I did it.
Yeah.
You know.
Now, I'm sure you have many things that you're really proud of as well, right? But what is your proudest accomplishment so far? And I mean, career-wise, living your personal life. What is your proudest accomplishment that you've had so far in life?
I will tell you, and that's very simple. I could look back in my career now, and I'm pretty sure some of my former staff is looking, they will tell you now they're grown men and women. But I had the opportunity to hire and give opportunities to many young individuals.
Okay.
Through college and through job-wise.
Mm-hmm.
And many of them live right in our catchment area right now, which I don't want to call name because, it's not the right thing to do. But that's probably my proudest, to see that I've mentored these young individuals just green out of
give them opportunities,
and
I'm sure you probably kept in contact, and they've went on to amazing things in life. Proud moment for you.
I have quite a few folks who are still administrators.
Yeah.
In the hospitals. One of them works for Amazon. I'm pretty sure if his dad is watching, he always tells me, he always talks about me. I got to call Mr. Yussuff because, anytime he does something.
Yeah.
But I think that's when I looked at it, and it makes me feel good.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good thing to be proud of. And, it always feels good. It's these little things that are important,
Right.
Mom is your inspiration, and the people that you've come across and hired and trained, and having them go on to, those are things that definitely you're proud of. And, most of us, we look forward to these things.
And the most important thing, that when you do things like that, it has to come from the heart.
Absolutely. We do it from the heart.
If I'm a strong believer of that, if you do something that you believe in and it comes from the heart, it's the most rewarding experience. And even when people didn't have what it took, I made sure. And I want to take 1 second and give you a very interesting story that made a difference. So I had one person who came from Guyana, and this gentleman was a headmaster in Guyana. A friend of mine called me, said, could you please give him a job? I said, fine, it's fine. Let him come. And I got him a job. Sadly, after 3 months he worked for me, he passed away. His wife, who I met at the funeral, didn't know me from here to a hole in the wall, called me up about a month after, and she said, Mr. Yussuff, you don't know who I am, but I'm so-and-so's wife.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I'm going to do, but I need a job. I never worked.
Oh, no.
I said, get someone to prepare a resume for you and send it to me. She didn't know how to prepare a resume. She had young kids. And I actually helped her prepare the resume myself. She came in. I told my HR person, just hire her. I made sure I put it to one of the young folks who I promoted, and said, take her under your wings. Give her every opportunity to be successful. She worked with me until she retired about 2 or 3 years ago. Not only did she work with me, she has 4 kids, both of her sons and both of her daughters.
Yes.
And I always look at that and I said, here's a family.
Mm-hmm. That's the differences that we want to make in life.
Yeah.
These are when we speak of being a good human being, and we speak of doing the right things, these are the things, the little things that you can do to really make a difference and be a change in our society. Now, we do want to get into investments and Guyana, but first, let's take a moment and hear a few messages from our sponsors.
Hibiscus has been a flagship restaurant in our community for a very long time. Come dine with us and enjoy our excellent food, drinks and service at any one of our many locations. We are located on 124 101 Avenue and 221 13 Jamaica Avenue.
Hibiscus at Elliott's on the Mile in Freeport is one of our newest locations, along with 12402 Rockaway Boulevard. In Guyana at 91 Middle Street, Georgetown. Bring your family and friends and come visit us soon.
M&R Fire Fest is one of the newest hotspots in Richmond Hill. If you're looking to have a fun time or just chill, this lounge is the place to be. We celebrate all occasions and our live entertainment and drink specials are amazing. We are located at 13123 Liberty Avenue. Come check us out and see what everyone is talking about.
Mandy's Cake Creations, serving traditional rum black cake with almond paste and royal icing. Non-alcoholic is also an option. Catering is available. Personalize your cakes and boxed favors for your birthday, engagements, weddings, work events and more. Shipping is also available within the United States. Please contact Mandy at 917-294-3500 on Instagram Mandy Cake Creations and on Facebook Amanda Khan. Mandy's Cakes, a taste to bring you back home. Flamingo Restaurant and Mantra Lounge. We are NYC's premier Caribbean restaurant and lounge, specializing in authentic West Indian, Chinese and Caribbean cuisine. Open every day for lunch and late nights. For delivery, find us on Uber Eats, Grubhub, Seamless and DoorDash. Visit our rooftop lounge upstairs on the weekends for a fun-filled night. We cater and take bookings for private events. Find us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at Flamingo Mantra. Our address is 120-06 Rockaway Boulevard, telephone 7188351000.
Canadian-based real estate broker Imran Ali is here to guide and support you for all your real estate needs. He is specialized in residential, commercial and pre-construction properties. With his many years of experience, he is trustworthy, knowledgeable and reliable. He can also provide in-house financing for all your mortgage needs. If you're thinking of buying, selling or investing, contact Imran Ali today at 647-283-4127.
All right, we are back and we're going to address a couple of questions that we have here in the comments. First, we'll take a question from Sharon Search Paul. Sharon says, is there any specific info you can share for people that want to return? And for those that are interested in possibly opening a small business, where can information be obtained from?
So, Sharon, thank you for scroll by, for asking that question. So, Sharon, here's first and foremost, here's what I want to say to you. I am always available to speak to everyone and anyone. So, please do give me a call. If you go to the Guyana Consulate website, my number is there. My contact information is there. Call me. You don't have to come to my office. I will come to you. And I will spend all the time necessary to give you the guidance and the help to make sure that your dream or your liking of wanting to go back to Guyana comes through. But just very quickly for my other listeners who might be interested in the same question that you have. So there are a lot of opportunities in Guyana. And sometimes it's very difficult to sit here and actually say, well, I want to do A, B, C, and D. My best advice to people, especially if you're looking to go back in Guyana, take a trip to Guyana. First of all, do some groundwork, do your homework. Look at what the place is like, where you want to be, etc. So that at least you have appreciation of Guyana. Then, once you make that trip and you come back or you have been there recently, then you have a fair idea as to what is it that you want to do, whether you can do it or not do it. But even before all of that there, I'm more than happy to sit with you and go through all the processes in terms of exploring what is it that you want to do. What are the paperwork that you need to file? What are the things you need to go through in terms of making sure that you do here before you get there? And what are some of the things that I could help you from here get done in Guyana before you get to Guyana? So when you go there, you're not getting frustrated. You're not getting turned off saying, oh, gee, why am I sitting in a line all these days? And why am I, getting the runaround or whatever the case might be? We want to make your visit, your transition there seamless and very easy. So please call me. Don't hesitate. Call me. I will come to you. Doesn't matter where it is. I go to everyone. And even if you call me and I don't answer your phone, I could guarantee you I'm returning your call because I go through every missed call in my phone and I return your call. So call me, Sharon, and I will talk with you about it.
Perfect. Sharon, hope that answers your question. We will go on now to Jerry. He asks, Sir Yussuff, give me a clear example how the diaspora can help Guyana to develop.
Very interesting. Here's what I will say to you, Jerry. There is a abundance of knowledge of Guyanese here in the diaspora that can be utilized in Guyana. And if you looked at the news in Guyana, and our president recently said this, that Guyana needs a lot of skill. There will be a shortage of skilled individuals to help Guyana. So many of us came to this country and we've developed different skill levels, whether it's administratively or elsewhere. So again, as I said to Sharon earlier, depending on your skill set, what is it that you want to actually don't give back to Guyana in the security area, healthcare. I could go on and tell you a lot of opportunities or a lot of things that folks in the diaspora could go back to Guyana and do. But again, reach out to me. Let's talk. Some of that one-on-one conversation goes a far way. And I don't want to take a lot of Shameeza's time here tonight. I know there's, I could go on and tell you what are some of the things that diaspora can be done. But, again, I'm reachable. I'm accessible. I am your servant. I'm here to serve the people in the diaspora. So use me. And when I say use me, I sincerely mean that. Use me and I will come to you and I will have conversations with you.
Perfect. Now, you answered a few questions, so we're getting right into really the investment segment of the show, where we talk investments, how the diaspora and how you, as the advisor of investments and the diaspora, can really assist someone here or anywhere that they are that's looking to invest in Guyana. So what are some of the investment incentives for foreigners looking to invest in Guyana?
I'm glad you're asking me that question, Shameeza, because a lot of folks ask the same thing. What is it that I will get from Guyana if I go invest in Guyana? And I tell people, don't make assumptions and don't jump, okay? Because a lot of folks, and I've run into quite a few people who went out there and they bought different kinds of equipment and different kinds of vehicles and expect that when they send to Guyana that they will be able to get a break, right, from the taxes and all that stuff. Do not do that. It's very simple and it's very straightforward. If you're going back to Guyana to invest, once you, and I encourage everyone, doing it the right way and the proper way and the legal way, you cannot go wrong. Okay. So when you prepare the paperwork here, where it's more simply a proposal of what is it that you're going back to Guyana to do, and it's very defined things that proposal must include: your financials, the kind of business that you would do, the kind of equipment that you want to take back there, the number of people that you will employ. Does it require your acting in government for land that will not be given to you freely, but will be either? And I think that's a misconception a lot of people
have access to.
Right. Think that by just asking for land, you're getting it free.
No.
Don't get away with that. I don't want to mislead anyone in anywhere form. So once that proposal is submitted, it goes to Go Invest or the respective ministry. Then it's reviewed. Okay. Once that proposal is approved, then I will make arrangements for you to go into the Go Invest to meet with the folks in Go Invest, and then they will tell you what kind of incentives that you're entitled to.
So there are incentives.
Yes,
just that there is a process.
Right.
As long as you follow the process.
Correct.
You get to the incentives.
Right. And the incentive is not carte blanche that if you're going Shameeza, what the incentives you get is the same for the next person, because different business ventures, the incentive
which
varies.
Makes sense,
yes.
Right? Can you tell us some of the incentives so we get through the whole process? Let's
So,
say I go back there
very
now.
simple. Like if you go back into agriculture,
right?
And a lot of folks, I've spoken to a lot of folks about wanting to go back and get into the agricultural sector. So agriculture equipment that you take back.
Mm-hmm.
Those are some of the things that you may get tax exempt from.
Okay.
But it's the equipment, a pickup truck, whatever the case might be. If you're building, putting up a structure, whatever the case might be,
Mm-hmm.
those are some of the things that
Might
yeah.
get some
Right, right.
incentives.
But as I said, it's best to
have a conversation,
and then
follow the process,
yes.
and then get to let the incentive not be the reason why you're doing this.
Right.
Let that be really an incentive. Right.
One of the things that I find happen quite frequently,
Right.
folks fail to do their homework.
Research.
You have to do your research. You have to know exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
And just don't jump the gun.
Of course.
And folks have a tendency to jump the gun. A lot of folks do often think that, oh, I don't need to follow the forms. I could just go there and talk to somebody and I'll get. That's not the way to do it.
Yeah.
And that's what get people frustrated, because they go there and they don't want to do the right thing and they don't want to follow the proper procedure. And then when they don't get what they want, then you hear all the negativity.
Right. Yeah. No, you definitely want to. I mean, I see the incentive in really finding out, having the conversation. Right. Like for example, the person who Sharon, she will call you now. She will have an ID. Right now, she can work with that to say, hey, this is a good idea. I have something in process. I'm going to follow the process, and she's going to definitely be able to get results, right?
Yes.
You'll be able to advise her.
Yes.
She'll probably have more people that you put her onto.
Right. And, and when I meet with folks, I don't hear Eddie Lane actually making a comment there. So you may want to read what Eddie just wrote there.
Yeah, let me go through that.
Eddie Lane is from Department of Public Information in Guyana. So he actually is listening to what I'm saying, and he's giving us some very important information right there. So
Perfect.
Thanks, Eddie.
Major agriculture sector incentive, fiscal incentives offered for agricultural investments, waivers of import duty and VAT on a wide range of machinery and equipment for land preparation and cultivation, including agricultural hand tools, tax concessions on agriculture investment in agro-processing facilities, cold storage and packaging, waivers of import duty and VAT on agro-processing equipment, waivers of import duty on a wide range of agrochemicals, example, insecticides, herbicides, and fungi. Wow, that's a lot of details.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Is
but it's so much. It's
right.
Very different, and it's a lot. So it all depends on really what you're looking to invest in. So it comes down to that.
Yes, and as I said, I don't want people to get away with the misunderstanding that I'm going there and this is what I want. It's not what you want.
What is
there for the government that will be giving to you,
right? And what the opportunities really are, right? So,
I want to cut you for 1 second, Shameeza. A lot of folks, don't want to go through the process, and they actually look for the shortcuts, and the shortcuts is what get them frustrated, and get them not wanting. And you hear all the negative stuff. And I tell folks, do it right. Do it legally, and make sure you follow the process.
But just between me and you, is there a short way in?
I am not going to tell anyone there's a short way in.
There isn't a short way, but
you got to be consistent,
exactly,
and make sure that you do what everyone else ought to be doing.
Right, follow the process.
Follow it.
Simple.
There's people talk about bribery, passing. There is none of that here. Once anyone's and I've had quite a few people who have actually come with that conversation, and I said to them very upfront, "I'm the wrong person you're talking to."
Probably spend more money bribing and doing illegal things.
Guyana is not for that.
Just get your
I will
pay
tell
the
you,
thing, do the process, and you probably
I will
get
tell
off
you,
there.
Our president, our VP, or any of cabinet ministers will not condone it or support it. You will not even get past their front door if you indulge in that thing.
Good. Well, I'm happy that we were able to put that out there. Now, we can speak the entire night. We can go on and on for hours about the process and everything. But Tell us, what are some of the investment opportunities in Guyana?
So there are a lot of investment opportunities, and if you keep up with all of the news from Guyana, I was recently in Guyana and I went with the president to Berbice, where he was launching the black belly sheep to the farmers in Berbice, and I learned a lot just from going to that. Because it's very easy to rear sheep there, and you get much more out from your production there. But we talked about small businesses, restaurants, hotels, and everything's not just oil and gas. Oil and gas is just the big glamour right now.
Right.
But there are a lot of other areas, as we spoke earlier. Agriculture. That's one of the big push.
I would love to see agriculture
by the president. I looked at the president going through the markets recently, and I looked at all the fresh produces there.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to myself, oh my God, here it is. So agriculture is a very big thing in Guyana. Restaurants, I'm talking to a lot of different individuals right now looking to go and open restaurants in Guyana. I just saw today Starbucks.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Will be
very impressive.
Going to Guyana. But there are, sometimes you don't even have to look for what the opportunity. You could create your own opportunity of what you want to do there. People, we talked, some folks look at security, looking at, and you and I had that conversation about installing cameras and all that stuff there. There is a market there for it. Definitely. So if you already have a business here that's specialized in a certain area, I am 100% sure you could take that same business venture that you've had here and transpose it right into Guyana as a branch or an arm from what you have here. So you don't have to go through something that's your comfort zone.
Exactly.
You know exactly what you're good at. Why go into something that you don't know what you are
exactly
good at?
And just because you think that's like the big thing that's happening, stay in your lane.
Correct.
Do your homework and follow the process. Is what I'm hearing.
I'll tell you one of the major pitfalls I see happen quite frequently. I will meet with someone and they will bring like 10 or 15 different things they want to do. And I'll say to them, hold on for a second, time out. Pick one or two that you're good at.
Specialize. And
probably one that you feel that you are going to be successful at. Mm-hmm. Don't give me this 10 or 15 different things that you want to do. Then you really lost me. Because you're just all over the place. Mm-hmm. So stick to what you are good at. Mm-hmm. Pick one or two things that you're going to be successful at and pursue it.
Great. So you heard it here from one of our specialists, as I would like to say. The opportunity was created for him to really advise on investments in Guyana. So you can't go wrong. Give him a call, email him, get in contact, and really do your homework. When you sit with him, don't waste your time or his time. Be ready, be practical, do your research, and really know what your conversation is going to be like, and then follow the process. We will continue this conversation. Please share the live with your friends and family, and we will take a quick break.
Kai Chu Restaurant has been serving our community for over 25 years. We offer an enticing selection of West Indian traditional dishes along with a fully stocked bar. Bring your family and friends to our newly renovated dining room to celebrate your special occasion or event with us. We do catering and we also deliver. Kai Chu has 2 locations to choose from. Support our community and eat local. Looking for something to get rid of that fine line wrinkles? Well, look no further. You can now indulge yourself with truly flawless, this one-of-a-kind anti-aging caviar luxury face cream will give you that youthful looking glow again. It's not only for you ladies, men can also benefit from this product too. Try it for yourself and see results within a week. Check out our website at www.trulyflawlessskincare.com and on Amazon Prime. We are also excited to launch our newest skincare products coming in March 2022.
Enos Driving School offers training for CDL licenses, including tractor-trailers, trucks, and school buses. Just think, with a CDL license, you can have access to thousands of driving jobs at large companies such as FedEx, UPS, MTA, or New York Sanitation. Enos Driving School also offers defensive driving courses and training classes for cars and motorcycles, all taught by their college-trained instructors who can even schedule your road test appointments. Inquire about other driving and training packages as well. You might even be qualified for their free CDL training, as they are a certified institution with the New York State Workforce One program. Call Enos Driving School today. They've been serving our community for over 10 years.
Sherry's Weakness for Sweetness is a family-owned and operated bakery with a West Indian flair. We specialized in custom cakes, decorative desserts, and a contemporary spin on traditional West Indian cuisine. We are located at 114-07 Jamaica Avenue. Hours of operations are Tuesday through Friday 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Memories should always be this sweet. Come visit us today.
All right. We are back and we are getting right to it. Ed Lane, he is giving you, if you are interested in investing in Guyana, there is a website that you can visit, goinvest.gov.gy. Take a look and see. Again, Joe is here. He is available to meet with you if you need to, but I will advise follow the process. We will go now to our next question for Joe. Joe,
I think you want to answer Iqbal's question.
oh yeah, let's take one of the questions from one of our viewers. Iqbal says, how competitive is the salary for young Guyanese graduates who are born in the United States to go back and work in Guyana? Are there incentives to encourage them to make that move?
Okay, Iqbal, I know Iqbal very well. Nice to see you joining us, Iqbal. So there are opportunities. As the president shared the other day, there are a lot of opportunities that is in Guyana. The one thing that I don't want people to get away, or young graduates to get away with, don't expect the same salary structure that you make in the United States to be in Guyana. It will not be that at all. If you're looking to go make 150,000, 160,000 that you make here, you will not. Okay. Would you make a decent salary to live in Guyana? The answer is yes. If you look at the quality of life, I also tell people it's the quality of life in Guyana is not as bad as people think it is. You could live a very decent quality of life in Guyana, less stress than you would have here. So you may not make the best of salary, but there are other things that would make up for that lower salary that you'll be making in Guyana.
But is there any incentive? Like if someone was to say, let's say someone's a doctor here and they decide, listen, I have a passion for my country, I want to go and pursue medicine over there. Is there any incentive for someone to go back and say?
Yes. So it all depends on the type of job that you're going for. There could, and just like over here, when you go for a job, you will look and see, is there a bonus?
Right.
Is there a travel allowance? Yes. Is there a living package accommodation that goes with? Right. I think the same thing that you would have to negotiate when you go to Guyana. So it's not a carte blanche that everyone will get the same incentive packages, but it's what you negotiate when you go there for the particular job that you're interviewing or you're seeking out for.
Definitely. So hopefully that answers your question, Mr. Sheriff. Hopefully that answers your question. Now, do you feel this hype about Guyana It's just a phase, or do you truly feel that Guyana is the next Dubai?
Let me say this to you very openly. Take a trip. I was there less than 3 weeks ago. From the time you get to the airport, first of all, it's not the airport that many of us left many, many years ago. It's a whole different airport. So when you get into the airport, you're actually now going into, you're not walking out in the
Nope,
tarmac
you're
anymore
not.
and all that stuff there. That's something of the past. But even when you get, I stayed at the Marriott, very, very Americanized.
Mhm.
You go out to a lot of eateries, a lot of nightlife in Guyana. There's people are enjoying themselves, very relaxed. So um, it's a different living.
It's a different living.
It's a different living, and I have quite a few friends who actually was living here for many, many years and
Mhm.
remigrated back to Guyana, and have adjusted extremely well.
So do you think, though, that Guyana is the next Dubai?
I don't know if I want to say the next Dubai, but if you look at all of the investors that have been knocking at the doors to go to Guyana, that says something by itself right there. Every day
Definitely.
you open the news and you read and you listen to the president or the vice president, you have unbelievable number of investors. We look at when the president was recently in Dubai, there was a team that follows shortly thereafter.
Yeah.
We currently have a team from India of investors,
Capital
Dev, right,
yes.
who is going down to Guyana.
They're there right now.
Correct,
They're
you
looking
know.
at opportunities.
So there are a lot of investors. Don't be fooled that people who are not even from Guyana are going there to invest in Guyana.
And
So
whatever is happening now, whoever is getting in will see the impact of that in a few years to come.
yes, if you go there now and look at I just saw the announcement today that Minister Kroll for the opening of the 4-lane highway that is commissioned for tomorrow.
Yeah.
I had up to pass there when I was there. So if you look at the infrastructure, the current 2022 budget that they put forward, this is the largest budget that is going to be in the history of Guyana.
Yeah.
And what is it all about? It's infrastructure in healthcare, it's in roads, it's in schools, it's in education, it's things that you need to electricity, and all that stuff there that will prepare Guyana for the near future.
Definitely.
And our president has made it ample clear that even though we have all of the oil and gas that will be coming to us, that is not the main focus of Guyana. He's focusing on building the quality of life, making Guyanese have a better quality of life.
And it's definitely.
So if you say the next Dubai, I don't want to say the next Dubai.
We create our own.
But it'd be a different Guyana.
Definitely.
That's what I'll say to you.
Fair enough. Sabrina says, Shameeza, we are getting there. It will take a few years for us to be at a certain level. Guyanese who want to return have to condition their mind that it's still Guyana, but going forward to a new phase.
That's exactly what we just said.
Agreed, Sabrina. Thank you for that. Let's go quickly to Mustafa. He says, Guyana has gone through a brain drain over the years, hence the lack of the capacity to take up relevant portfolios. But it's commendable to note that the current government is heavily investing in education and educating Guyanese in every sector.
And
well said, Mustafa.
That is absolutely true.
All right. So definitely when we speak of Guyana, we speak of everything that's happening in Guyana. We see a lot of progress.
And I don't want to let us end our show. Look at the CPL that will be in Guyana this year. Do you know when the president announced the CPL finals will be hosted in Guyana this year, by the next day, most of the hotel rooms were gone. Gone.
I'm very upset, but
so that alone gives you some measure of the excitement and the things that are happening in Guyana.
Definitely.
You try to
I will be there.
Yeah, I am going to be there also. But look, for us to host the CPL,
yes,
that is big.
Huge. And we are proud. I am proud to see that Guyana has been given this opportunity.
And I will be remiss if you look every day in the newspaper or Facebook. I don't have Facebook, but I don't believe in Facebook. But every day, who do you see out there? You see the president,
or vice
you see the
president.
vice president, you see
prime
all of the ministers.
Yes.
And what is he? What's
They're all out in the field. They're all doing something.
And what
visiting different areas.
And that's the one Guyana that the president talks about. Because you know what it is? He's leading by example.
Definitely.
He is leading by example.
Now, what is your advice to anyone looking to invest in Guyana? I know we talked about all these different things about do your process, do your research, all of these different things. But is there any advice that you can say, hey, other than those things, what else would you advise anyone that's looking, Guyanese, Trinidadians, anyone out there that's looking to go back to Guyana or to go to Guyana, even if they've never lived there? Is there any specific advice that you will give them?
Do your homework.
Do your homework.
Simply do your homework. Just don't.
And if you can't do the homework, call Joe. Joe will help you with that.
Yeah, I'm available.
All right. Where do you see yourself in 5 years, Joe?
Probably retired.
Retired?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not retired here in New York?
I think fully retired. I will tell you, what I do now brings a lot of satisfaction to me. For the mere fact that I'm able to be out there, meet people, make a difference, and to know that I'm giving back something to Guyana.
Highly satisfied?
Yes.
Very good.
If I had to sit here and say, would I ever change it? The answer is no. It's a good way of me actually saying that I've had a well-rounded career.
Wow.
And I'm proud of it.
Well said. Now, I do have a few final questions. If you guys have questions, please send it in now because we're wrapping up and I would love to answer a few more. Well, I would love for Mr. Yussuff here to answer a few more of your questions. Send your questions in and we will take a quick message from our sponsors.
Hibiscus has been a flagship restaurant in our community for a very long time. Come dine with us and enjoy our excellent food, drinks and service at any one of our many locations. We are located on 12418 101 Avenue and 22113 Jamaica Avenue. Hibiscus at Elliott's on the Mile in Freeport is one of our newest locations, along with 12402 Rockaway Boulevard. In Guyana at 91 Middle Street, Georgetown. Bring your family and friends and come visit us soon.
M&R Firefest is one of the newest hotspots in Richmond Hill. If you're looking to have a fun time or just chill, this lounge is the place to be. We celebrate all occasions and our live entertainment and drink specials are amazing. We are located at 13123 Liberty Avenue. Come check us out and see what everyone is talking about.
Mandy's Cake Creations, serving traditional rum black cake with almond paste and royal icing. Non-alcoholic is also an option. Catering is available. Personalize your cakes and boxed favors for your birthday, engagements, weddings, work events and more. Shipping is also available within the United States. Please contact Mandy at 917-294-3500 on Instagram Mandy Cake Creations and on Facebook Amanda Khan. Mandy's Cakes, a taste to bring you back home.
Flamingo Restaurant and Mantra Lounge. We are NYC's premier Caribbean restaurant and lounge, specializing in authentic West Indian, Chinese and Caribbean cuisine. Open every day for lunch and late nights. For delivery, find us on Uber Eats, Grubhub, Seamless and DoorDash. Visit our rooftop lounge upstairs on the weekends for a fun-filled night. We cater and take bookings for private events. Find us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at Flamingo Mantra. Our address is 120-06 Rockaway Boulevard, telephone 7188351000.
Canadian-based real estate broker Imran Ali is here to guide and support you for all your real estate needs. He is specialized in residential, commercial and pre-construction properties. With his many years of experience, he is trustworthy, knowledgeable and reliable. He can also provide in-house financing for all your mortgage needs. If you're thinking of buying, selling or investing, contact Imran Ali today at 647-283-5500 4127.
All right, we are back and we are having a really exciting conversation. If you are interested in investing in Guyana, if you're looking to relocate, if you're looking for opportunities to maybe, do your retirement. So many opportunities, but the most important part, do your homework, follow the process, call Joe, and make sure that you're on the right path to get you where you need to be. I quickly want to go to one of our comments here from Ravina. She says, "Are you pleased with the support you're getting from the diaspora?"
Extremely pleased with the support. A lot of work because there are different factions that existed here, and to bring the different factions together, it requires that one-on-one, that kind of meeting with folks and making them feel comfortable. We've had some elements in our society that are diaspora that try to split the diaspora, and I'm prepared to deal with those challenges. But
like everything else
yes,
you do in life, there will be
so
challenges.
am I pleased with the diaspora? Yes. And we're having a independence celebration coming up in May 26th. Join us. It's going to be
Is that here in New York?
Yes. It's May 26th at Jamaica Performing Arts Center. It's open to the public. So join us. And it doesn't matter where you live, which borough you live in. Come on, join us.
Get involved, guys. Definitely, take a moment and come out and celebrate and really get to learn, get to meet the different people. Because
Yes,
there is Joe and there are many others that are working so hard to make sure that the diaspora is successful, and they're doing a lot behind the scenes to make you guys have a better future, right? So make sure that you go out there, you support them, and get involved, volunteer, do whatever it takes. But if you really love your country and you're there to find ways to help, please reach out.
We do have a lot of good folks in the diaspora, very die-hard individuals who mean well, who do good for Guyana, and I'm proud of them.
Very good.
I am.
Good. And I'm sure they're proud of you too.
I hope so.
Yes. I do want to take this moment to recognize my dear friend Sabrina. NNS Algo Licensed Custom Brokerage Services Inc. will be happy to take your customs brokerage needs, especially the remigrant process. Call NNS Algo. They're very, very good at what they do. They've been in the business. They're experts. Give them a call. All right. And Sabrina and her team will take care of you. All right. We do have a couple of events that's happening this weekend. I want to remind you, Firefest Lounge is having a special night of, there we go. They're having the King Comes Home. GI will be there. The beautiful and sexy Marissa will be there, and the one and only Rakesh Shankaran will be there. Guys, join them and have a relaxing evening with them. Mantra is also open now. They are available for your entertainment, karaoke night on Sundays, and they're upstairs. The rooftop is open to the public. Please join them and support our businesses in the community. All right. So with that said, Joe, what would you like to leave us with here tonight? Anything that you would like to say to our viewers, words of encouragement, anything that you would like to leave us with here tonight?
So very simple, Shameeza. Most of my family did not go back to Ghana for over 30-something years. So I promised them all this year that I will take them back as one large group.
Okay.
To Guyana. So why did I say that to you? I say that to you because I want to encourage Guyanese to go back home, experience Guyana, see what Guyana is all about, see the improvements in Guyana, the direction in which Guyana is going to, and you will enjoy it. So make that trip. I want folks to
really
before
really see and
right,
get the feel of it, right? Because it's
right.
easy to sit here and really think, oh, Guyana has all of these things
Yeah.
going on, but really go get a feel of it. Do some of There's so much different places
Yes.
that you can visit now. Kaichor Falls,
Yes.
you have different resorts now. There's so much to do in Guyana now, and you will be surprised if you go back from the airport experience all the way to wherever you're going. It's a whole different feel. It's a whole different
The Guyanese
experience.
hospitality,
Yes,
it's second to none.
it truly is.
So if I would say anything to anyone, take a
Visit
trip.
Guyana.
Yes.
That's it. Visit Guyana.
You know what you should do for one of your segments is to highlight all of the
I am planning to have I was thinking about it earlier. I'll
Yeah.
definitely have someone that I know very well that was recommended by my dear friend Sabrina. So I'll definitely have her on. Season 4, we will be talking about Guyana, different places to visit and all that. So look out for it. Season 3 is actually coming to an end, guys, and I am excited about season 4. There's so much shows that we have, stories to be told for season 4, and I can't wait for you guys to meet our guests, listen to the stories. There is a lot happening in season 4. Joe, I do want to take this opportunity to thank you for being here.
Sure.
The information that you shared with us tonight was very informative, and you were real about everything that you said. There was no hidden things that, hey, we can sugarcoat things.
No.
It is what it is. Do your homework, follow the process, no shortcuts, and visit Guyana.
Yes.
That's what we're taking away tonight.
And last but not least, use me, folks.
Use him.
Don't hesitate. I'm here at your service. So don't hesitate. Reach out. You don't have to come to me.
Doesn't get better than that.
I'll go to you.
It doesn't get any better than that, guys. Please give him a call. On closing tonight, I do want to say that, listening to Joe tonight, I learned a few new things about our beloved country, Guyana. I also learned from Mr. Yussuff that with hard work, determination, you can achieve anything in this world. There will always be negativity and jealousy around us. Don't let the noise deflect you. Instead, let it be that song that leads you to greatness. A positive attitude may not solve all our problems, but it is the only option we have if we want to get out of problems. Next week, we will speak to a young man who has been dressing beauty queens, models, and the First Lady of Guyana. How does he do it? Let's find out next week as we speak to Randy Madry. Until next time, stay positive, work hard. Good night. Bye-bye.